and moving and shaking. Again, welcome to those that are here live. Welcome to those that are catching the replay. This is session one of our It's All in Me book talk, where it all began. This will be a 6-week series of us going through the Freedom Framework, us going through how to apply the Freedom Framework to our lives, how to apply it to our business, how to apply it to our finances, and really understanding that this freedom framework is just a framework. There are things you can add, there are things you can take away. And actually, the updated freedom framework is different from what I originally self-published in this book. So this is your opportunity to walk through the book with me, walk through the freedom framework with me, walk through some of the things that you desire to be healed and free from, and really understand what it takes and what is going to require for you to live the abundant life that you desire and that you deserve. So again, thank you so much for being here. Make sure that you drop in the chat or in the comment section, introduce yourself, let us know your name, where you're from, and what you hope to get from this series, okay? Who am I? I am the co-organizer. I'm Minister Jaleesa Hardy, HHP, and that stands for Holistic Health Practitioner. I am the co-organizer for the Mental Wealth Social. I am the organizer for Single Mom Society, and both of these groups are on meetup.com. I am a child of Yahuwah, aka God. This is something that I've shifted as far as his name, I would say within the past year or so. And of course, because I self-published my first book in 2018, that was not something that shifted. So stay tuned for the second edition of the book that reflects my spiritual walk, just updates on life, things that have shifted, things that have changed. And it's going to be focused on building financial freedom and legacy. So stay tuned for that. This is something brand new that I haven't shared with anyone else because God literally dropped it in my spirit earlier today as I was preparing for this book talk. I was not preparing to do a second edition of It's All in Me, but you heard it here first. Okay. Um, who am I? I'm a survivor and a single mom of 3. I have a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old. I'm a global speaker and trauma of money certified professional. I'm a board certified holistic health practitioner, human design expert, Reiki master. I'm a publisher and a self-published author. I did self-publish It's All in Me, as well as my 30-day Calm Life Planner that was self-published earlier this year. I have a bachelor's degree in biology, general chemistry, and natural health. I'm a poet, a singer, and a songwriter. I was originally born in Buffalo, New York, but moved here to Maryland when I was about around 11. So people say, "Oh, you're from Maryland." No, I was born in New York. Okay, my birth certificate says New York, and I'm currently living in Glen Burnie, Maryland. I am also something very new. I am a doula in training, and I'm super duper excited to be able to go through this process. I received a scholarship through Vivo Mia in August, I believe it was August, September. September. I don't know, y'all. My time and my brain, it doesn't always connect. Okay. So it was this year. But at the end of the day, I'm just Jaleesa. There's only one me in the entire world. And what that means is that no one else can fill my purpose. No one else can fill my shoes. There are puzzle pieces that that the world is comprised of. And I am one of those puzzle pieces. If I'm not walking in my most authentic self, there's a piece missing from the world that the world needs. And the same goes for you. There's only one you. There's only one person with your DNA. There's only one person with your fingerprint. There's only one person with your eye print. There's only one person like you in the entire world with your gifts, your talents, your experiences, and your stories. And the world needs you. So that's my little spiel on that. And about me. What we offer at the Golden Child, and I don't know why that is not on this slide, y'all. Thank y'all for this, okay? I am also known as a golden child. That is the name of my brand. That is the name of my business. And these are some of the things that we offer. We actually just put up a new offer for our masterclass that we hosted last week. The How to Self-Publish with Ease masterclass is in our store, www.jalisahardy.com/store. You'll see the book there and you'll see the masterclass that we just posted. We have audio and video version of that masterclass. It was an amazing experience that we had last week. But recently, we launched the Heal Money Movement, and that is a membership for those that desire to, hopefully, y'all can hear me, that desire to um, heal their relationship with money, that desire to really be in a space and place where they are building wealth and abundance with ease. She's Ready Society is our second, I'll say second and third tier membership, where it is specifically for women that desire to self-publish, whether it's a book, a journal, a planner, a coloring book, an ebook, a cookbook. That is what She's Ready Society is for. If you desire to level up in your wealth and level up in your health, She's Ready Society is for you. On my website, you'll see a pop-up. As soon as you go to the website, you'll see a pop-up. It'll say, "Hey, gorgeous." So, and you'll have the opportunity to get your human design chart. I mentioned that I am a human design expert, and you're able to get a chart that explains a little bit about your human design. And your human design is really your blueprint to your most authentic self. It is a tool for self discovery, a tool for deepening your spirituality, and a tool for connecting to yourself, God, and others in a deeper way. It has literally changed my life. The other thing we have is our From Manuscript to Masterpiece. It is our pros and cons to self-publishing guide. I'll walk you through the pros and cons of both self-publishing as well as traditional publishing, and some additional tools and resources for how to get started with self-publishing. As I mentioned, it's all in me, my journey to freedom and living abundantly. That is on my website. It's also on Amazon. I think there's a sale going on right now on Amazon for the print version that you should take advantage of. The next thing is also on Amazon, the 30-day Calm Life Planner, and that incorporates human design as well as the Calm Life method that really supports you with having a calm mind and living a calm life. And as I mentioned, we are a publishing company. So in order to really understand your needs and really get you started with self-publishing, there's our Birth Your Book consultation call, and that is $55. The Heal Money Movement is $22 a month or $222 for the year. She's Ready Society. We have two tiers. It's all on the website, www.jalisahardy.com/SRS. And then for the Heal Money Movement, it's www.jalisahardy.com/Heal Money Movement. And everything else is on my website, jalisahardy.com. Or on Amazon, just search my name, Jalisa Hardy. So just a little bit more about the birthday book consultation. I really wanted to do this in the beginning, get this out the way so that we can really get into the nitty gritty of the conversation. Okay. It's a 30-minute consultation, ideal for anyone eager to overcome creative blocks and embark on their self-publishing adventure. This post shares more about our other services. The Heal Money Movement that I mentioned is a powerful community dedicated to helping women overcome financial trauma, embrace wealth, and build a legacy that aligns with their true selves. And She's Ready Society is a community that offers support, resources, and tools necessary to navigate the unique challenges of entrepreneurship, motherhood, and empowering you to not only write your book and build wealth, but also create the fulfilling life you envision and that you deserve. So this is what you came here for. Okay. If you have any questions, I will drop the links. I'll put it under the video as well. The links for these offers. Everything is on my website, jalisahardy.com, that you see at the bottom of the screen. But this is what you came here for. You came here to discuss It's All in Me. And the first chapter of the book, the introduction in the first chapter, the introduction is really, and y'all, I reread introduction and first chapter of the book today, and it was just like, wow, like I did not realize how powerful it is and how impactful it has been to not only my life, but let me see. I think some people are trying to get in. That might be why nobody is here live yet. So let me see. Let me see. Let me see if I can share the link. Hmm. Attendee, invite, copy invite link. What happened? Technology. Gotta love it. I gotta love it. Let me see. Y'all, I might have put the wrong link on here. But we gonna see though. We are going to see. Just the right link. All right, let me see. Hey Malika, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hey,
What happened when you were trying to get in? I need to make sure it's fixed for the next
it was
session.
sending me through a link to sign up for it.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the Zoom, and then you gotta wait for I guess you to email us. Oh, there it goes.
You got the email?
I just got the email.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
I just added the link a little while ago because I know people don't like the extra step. So I added a link to the meetup a little while ago. But I'm recording this first session, so you're not gonna miss nothing.
Okay. I'm gonna be here. I'm feeding the 1-year-old though. I'm here.
Look, no worries. You know I understand. Yes. But we are here to really discuss today our first session. We're going to talk about the introduction in chapter 1 of the book. If you did not get the first chapter, the introduction in the first chapter, it is free, and then you'll be able to go to Amazon or my website and get the actual book, the print book, and it is also in ebook version on Amazon as well. So we are live on YouTube. So if you're watching from YouTube, like, subscribe, share, let people know what's going on. Because again, this is just the very first session of the book talk. It will be recorded. Of course, it'll be on the YouTube page. So share it with your friends. This is going to be an impactful 6 weeks. And if you were already here, or if you've already gotten your preview of the book, the first chapter, the introduction, share your insights, drop them in the chat, drop them in the comment section, share your insights and takeaways from the first chapter. And each week, if we're not really going to be here long, but I want to, really give us the opportunity to be be held accountable for, we get books, purchase books, buy books, and we don't really finish them, y'all. We might read a chapter or two, but the objective and really big reason behind this, other than to sell books, was to really support people with reading the entire book. The Freedom Framework is I call it a holistic approach to your freedom and just really obtaining the life of abundance that you desire. But of course, things can be added, things can be taken away because it's a framework. It's something that you get to choose, decide, and build for your life. Okay, so what is your freedom framework, your freedom formula? This is just really what God has shown me that I've had access to help me to overcome different things in my life, to help me to really build the life of my dreams and the life that I desire. So that's what we are here for today. If you just got here, or you're just jumping in live, I did my introduction. I talked about what we offer. If you want more information about the offers, feel free to go to our website, jaleesahardy.com. But we are going to get into the discussion questions. And the first question is, and you can drop it in the chat or you can come off mute and share, is what role has faith played in your life's journey so far? And Malika, I know you feeding somebody. So I'm gonna check the chat to see if anybody is sharing in the chat. But feel free, Malika, to come off mute. I know, look, okay, kid life.
Um, a role that faith has played in my life during this journey, has brought me closer not only to God, however, closer to myself and living a different life, working towards being more positive and looking for a better outlook and manifesting than how I was in the instrument of being negative so much. So that played a big role, especially once I got baptized. It kind of like opened up new doors. I felt like I was, I guess, born again in a sense, and I was refreshed, and everything just started to fall into play. So that's how faith has played a major part of my life.
Yeah, because when you really think about it, our belief, our mindset, the way that we think and the way that we perceive the world, that is how our life will play out. So if you have faith, if you have, not talking about the toxic positivity or anything like that, but if you have the belief and you envision your life on a day-to-day basis for what you desire, not what you're lacking, not what is missing, really focusing on gratitude, focusing on the life you desire, focusing on really the life that God has designed for you. God, source, higher power, we all, got our thing. But I'll say God just for, general purposes. But God desires for our lives to be free and abundant. And that is one of the reasons why I wrote this book, because it's like there's so many things that try to keep us bound, that try to keep us down, that try to keep us in a space of negativity and darkness. And if we choose to shift our perspective and shift our thoughts, shift our mindset to believe that things will work out, even if it doesn't feel like it or look like it in the moment, I have everything that I need, require, and desire in the present moment. The more we focus on the past and what didn't happen, what shoulda, coulda, woulda, the more we experience depression, the more we experience just a negative mindset. The more we focus on the future and what we hope to happen or what we fear is not going to happen or what we fear is going to happen, those things create anxiety. Those things create that overwhelm. But the more you can be present in faith and know that, you know what, in this present moment, I'm good. It might look a little chaotic around me. It might look a little crazy. Bank account might look a little crazy. But I have the faith and belief that where I am now is a part of the purpose and a part of the masterpiece that is my life, that is going to play into the life that I desire, the life that I dream, and the life that God desires for me as well. So for me, faith has literally been, I would say, my backbone, because if you read the first chapter, you will know that my mom's faith is what was a stepping stone for mine. Because if it wasn't for my mom's faith, I would not be here today. There was her experience with God, her experience with her faith, her experience with life that led her to have a strong faith, to believe that what the doctor said about me, saying that I would have Down syndrome, saying that my esophagus and my windpipe would be fused together, saying that I would be born without a stomach. These things could be devastating to a mom, especially to someone who had infertility challenges to begin with, who had 3 miscarriages prior to, and had a premature birth almost 4 years prior to me. These things literally, that report could have literally devastated her and caused her to believe the reports of the doctors, caused her to believe, oh, I'm going to go ahead and take their advice and get an abortion because that's what they told her. Go ahead and get an abortion. But because of her faith, because of her belief, I'm the golden child today because of her faith. She decided that she would go to church and that she would have them pray over her at a revival. And she said that the only thing that she remembers is feeling like she was being lifted off of her feet and that God was pouring gold into her stomach. And that is where I got to start remembering to turn my alarms off for these calls. But, mom life, you got to keep these kids on a routine. But that is where the foundation of my faith came from. hearing my story as my conception story as I grew up, I understood that had my mom not had that faith, I would not be here today. So that planted a seed of faith in me to believe anything other than what the report might say, anything other than what society might say about me, anything other than what my experiences say about me. I've been doing so much work recently, so much energetic work, and releasing limiting beliefs that some of them I didn't even know I had. Some of them I didn't even know were keeping me blocked and bound in certain areas of my life. So my faith has literally propelled me forward in so many ways, even to be doing this book talk today, because this is a idea that God gave me in I think 2019. And I'm literally just coming back full circle to say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And God has just continued to provide for me ways to really move forward in life, move forward in business without focusing on the lack, without focusing on the things that I feel are not working out or things that I feel are not the way that I want them to be. So thank you, Malika. I appreciate you. So it's just amazing how even just a little bit of faith can not only impact your life, but the life of future generations. Because had she believed the report of those doctors and that nurse that told her to just to go ahead and get an abortion, we would not be here today in this room. You would not be watching this recording. You would not be watching this replay. So it's literally all connected. When you walk by faith, when you believe in the vision, when you believe in the things that God has given you to do, when you believe in the purpose that you have and the calling that you have on your life, it's not only going to impact you, it's going to impact future generations. It's literally you're building a legacy and a foundation of things that are going to impact not only you, but the world, because everything is connected. Like I said in the beginning, you are literally a puzzle piece that is that comprises the world. So we gotta be very intentional about standing in and standing on our faith when it comes to the things that God has called us to do. So yes, faith has played a huge, huge role in my life before I was even born and today. So the second question is, how do you stay grounded in your beliefs even when you're facing challenges? And Malika, you can either drop it in the chat or come off mute.
The way I stay grounded, honestly, during my challenges is I journal. Not only do I journal, I listen to certain music that
Mm-hmm.
is very uplifting and I would say gospel. Also, I meditate, and I literally the only place in my house that I could go where it's quiet is I sit in my bathroom and I meditate and I talk to God. I kid you not. It's the best place that I've ever imagined in the world. I bring my Bible, I sit there with my book, and I take my notes, and I'm very colorful. So there's all type of color pencils and things like that. So that's what I do when I work through my challenges, and I literally just leave. I live in the present and I leave everything to God. I kid you not. And that has been the best thing that I could have done because I'm an overthinker. And now I don't do that no more. So I am very blessed to be living in faith. I'm not even going to hold you.
Yes, I love that girl. That bathroom. My mom be like, "Girl, did you fall in?" Because when I get in there, I lock that door and I'm like, "Look, leave me alone, okay? Because this is my time for me. This is my time to spend with God. This is my time to decompress and just let everything go and really be like it. I don't know what it is about the bathroom that just gives you this focus and just this presence where it's like you could just get so much done and just pour into yourself so much. Like the shower. When I tell y'all the shower downloads be coming through heavy, hot and heavy. So much so, y'all, I literally had to get a whiteboard in my shower that is waterproof so that I can write the stuff down that comes through in the shower. So, y'all, Okay, if you ain't found your place, I know people, it's their cars. Okay, after work, they sit in their car before, after work, when they get home, they sit in their car, the bathroom. Okay, you might need to find a closet, but literally, it's so important to, girl, Amazon. Okay. um, but in order for us to really be able to stay present, it's important for us to stay grounded. When you're not grounded, when you're not rooted into the present, it's easy for you to get distracted. It's easy for you to lose focus. It's easy for you to go to the left or to the right when it's not meant for you to go in those directions. So when challenges come, it's important for us to have practices in place in order to stay grounded, in order to stay present, so that these challenges don't make us sway to the left or to the right or even break us down to the point where we don't want to move forward. Challenges are here to literally help us grow, help us to learn, and help us to have a story and a message to share with other people that might go through the challenge after us or are even going through those challenges now. So for me, a lot of the things, all of the things that Malika said, in addition to I do some energetic work now. Like I mentioned, I'm a Reiki master and I'm learning from another guy that does, he's a, what does he call himself, a reality interventionist. And what he does is something called energetic magic, but I do some kinesthetic muscle testing and some additional things that I'll be sharing um soon about the energetic work that I've been doing and the shifts that I've been experiencing. But that journaling, taking naps, just to slow down and reset, cold showers, working out, breathing. And while I mention it, let's go ahead and take a collective deep breath, okay? In through your nose, hold, and release. I'm gonna go ahead and do two more. Breathe in through your nose, hold, and release. One more in through your nose, hold, and release. Yes, I definitely needed that. As my 2-year-old comes upstairs yelling, thankfully my door is locked, and this little one, he can't unlock the door yet. My 4-year-old, she can pick locks. But that is something that you can do that is free, that is quick, that is easy to just stay grounded, get back centered when challenges come. Because the more that you can calm your nervous system and remind yourself that you're safe, remind yourself that everything is going to be okay, remind yourself that things are going to work out even when challenges arise, the easier it will be to come to a solution, to come to a conclusion that is going to benefit you in that space of challenge where you'll learn a lesson, you'll be blessed, and you'll have the opportunity to use that challenge to be able to support someone else. So, using those practices to stay grounded and really stay present in the moment of a challenge, breathing, y'all, I'm telling you, it's powerful. I do other things like EFT tapping, um, what else? I get chiropractic adjustment that really helps to recenter my nervous system and refocus me. Like Malika said, meditation, there's so many different types of meditation. More recently, I've been doing something called Vipassana meditation. You can look it up on YouTube. And it really helps with like quieting your mind and really just allowing thoughts and things to pass, sensations, emotions to pass in that moment versus allowing it to distract you. So many different things that you can do to stay grounded, but it's really an opportunity for you to play and practice and find those things that are going to work, because sometimes what works in one challenging situation won't work in another one. So you got to have a toolbox, a toolkit, okay, in order to be able to face challenges with grace and ease and know that it's going to work out. So as I mentioned, each chapter has reflection questions. There are reflection questions at the end of each chapter. If you signed up through the link, you will get access to the first chapter and the introduction. You can go again to Amazon and to my website to get your print copy or to Amazon to get your Kindle version of the book to continue to follow along. But at the end of each chapter, there's a prayer and there are reflection questions. Again, as I mentioned, just a disclaimer. Um, I'm not going to say all, some of the things that I wrote about in my book, my beliefs, my perspective, my paradigm has shifted. So if you have any questions about anything, you like, that's what she wrote in the book, but that's not what she's talking about now. Like, I've changed a lot since 2018. And in the second edition of the book, you'll be able to see the shifts and changes and what happened these past, 18, 19, 20, 22, 6 years, and how I've changed and how my life has changed for the better. I would definitely say some things, challenges have risen in my life, but this freedom framework is really what has kept me grounded and kept me moving forward and not allowing these situations and circumstances to take me out and take me down. So go get your copy of the book. If you have not signed up, go to my website to events and you'll be able to register for the event. And it's also on the Meetup events page as well if you are part of the Meetup group. So this is your opportunity to ask any questions about faith, ask any questions or share any insights that you may have received. And your homework, if you have not already, your home play, I call it home play, is to read chapter 2. And if you haven't already, read the introduction in chapter 1 for our next session next week. We will be going into the topic of family and friends. It's really fellowship, really understanding how to build your support system and what that even looks like in a society and in a world where we're not taught how to build relationships. We're not taught how to relate to each other. We're not taught how to function in relationships in a healthy way. So being able to have this information, wisdom, and knowledge on how to build your support system, allow people to hold you accountable is what we'll be talking about next week. So make sure you share this opportunity with a friend, share these sessions with a friend so that they can join in as well. It'll be on YouTube at Jaleesa the Golden Child. It'll be live streamed and it'll be housed there and inside of the Meetup group. If you are not a member and you are a Black woman, there is the Mental Wealth Social on meetup.com where you can join, and the events, the information for this series is there. So let me check the chat to see if anybody has any questions on YouTube. I'm seeing questions over there. Malika, do you have any questions? Anything that you wanted to share? Any feedback?
I did not get a chance to read the first chapter, but I will do that before I go to bed today. And at this moment,
You mutable.
oh, however, I don't have any questions at this moment, like I stated. And I'm going to read the first chapter and I'm going to order the book. And I just want to say thank you. I just want to give you grace in this moment because you give, and I'm going to continue to do it every time because you have no idea. I want to say thank you to your mom for not giving up and for keeping you in because you have no idea how much of an impact you have made on my life and my family's life by you being who you are and you being your authentic self and you just being Jaleesa and spreading your love to everyone. So I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And you inspire me to be a better person every day.
Yes, thank you so much, Boo. I appreciate you too. Like literally, like y'all don't understand. I show up here in this space and I continue to show up for, the people that show up for me, whether it's live or recorded, like people continue to show up and remind me that the work that I'm doing is impacting their lives. So it helps me to keep going. So I appreciate you, Boo. Always showing me love, giving me my flowers, and I'm giving you flowers back as you continue to show up. I know you've gone through some difficulties, some challenging times in your life, and you continue to show up for me. You continue to show up for the group. So I appreciate you and I love you and I'm proud of you, Boo. I am so proud of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you have taught me a lot and taught me how to be thankful for myself as well. It's like, I don't know what to say, just thank you.
And you're welcome, boo. You know I'm here for you. We locked in, okay? So yes, y'all, this was the first session of the book talk. And at the end of these 6 sessions, we will be doing a giveaway. I wanted to mention that we will be doing a giveaway. And in order to be entered into the giveaway, I'll need you to submit a feedback form, and I will pick from those that submit the feedback form. So, like I said, we have some amazing giveaways. I might share a little bit more in the next session, but um, yeah, let me go to this other slide. But yeah, this was our first session of the book talk. It's all in me, my journey to freedom and living abundantly, where it all began. And this is just only the beginning, of course, of this series. But there are so many things that God has shown me, even literally earlier today, about the second edition of this book, about opportunities to work with the Golden Child Publishing Company. So I'm excited about this next quarter. I'm excited about 2025 and all the doors that God is continuing to open for me. And it will give me the opportunity to continue to pour in and share with you all that he's doing. So just know and understand the work that I do, the things that I do are not just for me. They're not just for my family, but they are for you as well. The more we come together, support one another, and even just shine as our most authentic selves, it really gives people an example and permission to do it for themselves as well. So as you heard Malika say, just thanking me for being me, because it has given her this opportunity to say, like, oh, it's okay to be me. It's okay to show up as my most authentic self. And even though, society, your life experiences may have told you that it wasn't okay to be you, it wasn't okay to be the quirky or the weird or the awkward, whatever it is that people may have said about you, those labels, it's like, you know what? I am okay being exactly as God made me, flaws and all. So thank you so much, as always, for your support. Thank you for showing up for me. Thank you for showing up for you. And just know, if nobody told you today, I love you. I see you, and I'm so proud of you. All right, let me go ahead and stop these streams. Thank you to those on YouTube that showed up, that will watch the replay. I'm gonna stop the recording. And I'm going to stop the stream.
Jaleesa, you start recording?